Short and sweet video. I am in a Ram Pro City 2019. This top hinge has pinched itself or something, and it's really hard to open the door. I meant to do this before, but it's really super hard to shut. And you can see the metal starting to move. And I've lubed this up numerous times. So I forgot to start the video, but I'll definitely record the rest. So you have to take the tail light out. Let me find the bolts. They got 3 bolts, okay, and they are Phillips. Now I don't know if they've had this out before or not, but mine were liquid, or they were Loctite on there, and you can see how the heads were kind of rounded off a little bit. So what I had to do was take my impact drill with a fat tip on it and push really hard and just tap to get that screw to break loose. So now I got to take the screws out, or the bolts out, and that is a, what is this? Hold on a second. 6 is a number 6, and it's got a lot of paint on there. So anyways, just be easy with it, getting it loose. No big deal. Break them loose, and then we'll have to get this one loose, and then put the new hinge in and tighten it up. So I don't have this propped up or nothing. This cord, not really. The bottom hinge is kind of holding the door up. It's not a big deal. It's not a long term or nothing like that, so it'll be all right. Now my hinge, I had to buy it all online. I think it was through Mopar, and it cost me $100. That's why I was really reluctant to buy it. But it was getting to the point where the metal was starting to fatigue, and I didn't want that to be causing another problem, so I just went ahead and bought it. I shopped around the junkyards, couldn't find anything at the junkyard. So the only problem is that the new one is not painted. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to spray paint it after the fact. See, I can't even move that. This is the new one, and I can move it, so that'll definitely take the fatigue off of the door. I won't have to worry about it bending the metal. I can always come back, tape off, and spray paint it, the outside or whatever. I can take it back off, spray paint it. I just wanted to get it on here real quick and do a real quick video about this door hinge being all bound up, because there's nothing on YouTube about this door hinge. There's a lot of videos about this collapsible hinge, the one where you pop it out and you swing your door wide open. There's a lot of videos about that. I don't have a problem with that one, so anyways, let's speed this up. Got to speed process up a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't want to over torque it right now. I want to make sure the door's shut properly. I think maybe I can push it over just a hair. That looks pretty good right there. I'm just looking at the body lines, the glass the top of the plastic, making sure that lines up. Everything looks good. We'll go ahead and torque it down. Open it up, hit it on the other side. That's going to take me a minute to get used to that. Wow, that's like butter now. Shut smooth as glass, man. Like I said, I wanted to make sure my glass is squared. This gap is fine. This is good. As far as like a level, that way, you know, you can see now. I just need to spray paint that little bitty nub. I'm not pressed about that. I can actually go get duplicate color paint in a little bottle. And use some mineral spirits to kind of clean it up, or brake cleaner, whatever you want to use, and wipe it down really good, air spray it, and then take that little paintbrush and paint it. That way it matches the paint. Versus trying to spray paint it, it will definitely show up different colors, you know what I mean? But cool beans. I go ahead and put the light back on. The light's pretty simple. It's got one plug. Just make sure you get it in all the way until it clicks, or you can feel it click, and then slide the light fixture back in place. It has two fingers, these little finger knobs, and they go into little holes. Cool. Now when you're taking it off, once you get the screws loose on the inside, you gotta get your fingers in there and just pull on it to get it to pop loose from those little fingers. And then of course on this side, you push your finger, push it out. Wow, that's so much nicer. Man, I've been fighting that for like a year. Okay, so what I had to do was I had to take a really fat, what is this? It's a number 3 Phillips head, because the bolts are kind of rounded off, and then I used my impact to break them loose, because they were sitting there with, it looks like a little bit of Loctite. I don't know why you would do that, but one click, one click, one click. That's all I'm gonna do with it. Cool beans. That shuts like butter. I mean, man, I was fighting that thing, but hopefully that helps somebody out, because I couldn't find anything on the internet about replacing that hinge. Of course, it's self-explanatory, it's pretty easy, but like I said, they're $100. Now you can find them on eBay a little bit cheaper, but I don't like eBay, so I just went ahead and ordered it off of Mopar. I'll put a link in the description below where I found it at, and go from there. Alrighty guys, appreciate you swinging by. Have a blessed day, man. Bye. We got us sent something in the mail. Big box. Woohoo! Got us a big box. Super cool, man. Brand new fender for the truck. The reason why I had to buy a whole new fender, the headlight goes right here, of course, right here, but behind it all the water just collects right in this area, so it's completely rusted out on the truck. So it's pretty nice, man. And it's got a little dent right there. Yeah, I'm not sweating about the stupid stuff. I'm just looking on the overall. See, it's rusted out here, and everything behind this is gone. So it was cheaper just to get a whole new fender. Except on the Dakotas, it's the whole thing. It's not like on a Silverado or a S10 or something like that where you just unbolt this and pull it off. No, you got to take everything off the truck. Everything off the inside of the wheel well. That's pretty cool, man. Not bad at all. We'll see how it lines up. You know how that works. But it don't look damaged. I mean, I got that little spot right here. Little ting. But I don't really care about that. I can work that out. Cool beans, man. Now I'm waiting on the other one to come in. I got new headlights, new tail lights. So I will probably all of this I will rust proof it, and then on the inside we'll do rust proofing on the inside too. It's like a spray, clean it up real good and spray it. It's like a rubberized coating, but anyway, yeah, the battery goes here, all that other stuff goes, all of it's got to come off in order to replace the panel. So, but the thing is right here, this is the doors here, and this port right here, I need the rocker panel replaced underneath that. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a Jenga game. You got to take everything off just to get in there. So like I said, the main problem is, let me get a light on this. You can see this is all one piece. All of this underneath the lights rusted out. The battery box is right here. You got all this stuff that's mounted to the top. Plus, back in here, this is all rusted. So I'm gonna clean all of this up and do, it's like a paint. It's a rust preventer, rust stopper paint. I'm gonna put that on there. And then once I get this done, and then put the wheel well cover back on. So a lot of work coming up, man. A lot of work. So we got to cut all that door out. So like I said, the fender's there. This has got to be cut out. So I got to take the door off. You know what I'm saying? Plus the bottom of the door, the rubber. It's got some rust going on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and strip all of this. It's just rubber stopper, weather stripping. And clean the door up, put some of that stop rust on there, get all this loose stuff off, and spray inside the door. That will that'll prevent the rust from coming all the way through the door. Yeah, so I've got to replace this spring anyway, since pin's gone on it. It creaks real bad. So good times, man. One thing at a time. Like I said, it's a Jenga puzzle, man. In order to do the bottom, you got to take the top off, and the door off, and the bed's got to come up. To get in here, I've got this whole corner, but I got to take the bed up to get there. It's kind of like the water pump. You know, in order to fix the water pump, I had to tear the whole engine apart. But yeah, this is all the damage. Battery box, computer, all of this stuff has to come out in order to replace the fender. It's not an easy job. A couple bolts here, a couple bolts there. I'm also going to take the bumper off and repaint it or reseal it, because it's getting a little fuzzy right here, and I got a little rust in there. So when I did it with a thin coat of that bed liner, and I just want to get a coat on it real quick. So because I'm gonna pull it off, and I got to replace the bolts. I found the bolts when I originally put it on. I lost my bolts, but I found the bolts. So we're gonna clean that all up, put these on there. I'll also go pick up a winch. There's a 12,000 pound winch at Harbor Freight. I think it's a Badlands, and I really like it. It's really affordable. It's only a couple $100. The other one is, it's a Badlands, but it's got the synthetic cord, which is what I want. I don't want a metal one, because the metal ones, they have a tendency to fray off. You know, I'm not doing that right now. I'm just saying. It's a good running truck, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get her cleaned up. I don't know how much work I'm gonna be able to do this year because I kind of screwed up and didn't get this well. I had a bad summer, you know. It was a lot of work we did, a lot of ACs, a lot of rehabs. So yeah, we're just gonna get on the fender. The other one should be in today or tomorrow. This fender too, we're gonna replace this fender too. Headlights, of course. I'm gonna sand this down and I'm gonna paint it black to match the bumper. Probably do the same liner on the grill. I don't like that shiny crap. I wish I could black this out. That'd be cool. But anyways, cool beans.